Hey, so I have a question for you. What do you want to see over the next 12 months? What's your goal? Because majority of CEOs right now are actually worried. 76% of them are worried about a recession. They're having imposter syndrome, they're feeling more depressed, they're feeling stressed. And Bank of America actually shows that 50% of businesses right now are pulling back on their plans for growth. Are you part of the 50% that's pulling back?
Here is your daily dose of the Ultimate Sales Machine coming to you from the new edition. Visit ultimatesalesmachine.com to get your copy or multiple copies. I am your host, Amanda Holmes, CEO of Chet Holmes International. What you're about to learn has assisted 250,000 businesses to generate billions of dollars, working faster, better, smarter.
Are you part of the 50% that's leaning in? Another 49% of companies are trying to make up for the fact that inflation is rising so high, they're taking out loans. So what do we need to do right now when the economy is giving more pressure than ever before? We have to go back to the foundation. So when thinking about growth, it's not about doing 4,000 different extra things onto your to-do list. We already know that you're overworked and it's stressful. It's actually about doing a few crucial skills and doing them 4,000 times. That is what the Ultimate Sales Machine is known for, is creating those kinds of results. That's how we've been able to assist 250,000 businesses to grow. That's how we've been able to generate over $51 billion for our clientele, a system that actually works. But I can understand what it feels like to go through the fear and uncertainty of a recession. I had my own kind of recession in 2011. I was a singer-songwriter. I had just released my fourth record. I had just gotten out of college, and my father got diagnosed with cancer. So you can imagine, after he passed, the utter shock of him not being there, and then trying to figure out, how do I do anything with this business? I'm a singer. I'm in my 20s. Everyone is double my age. Hundreds of people around me now expecting me to do something. I had no idea. So that talk about imposter syndrome and fear of just having no clue. Luckily, one thing my father did magnificent, better than 99% of the world, is he had a framework for how to grow sales. So just like everyone else, I had never read The Ultimate Sales Machine before my father passed. I picked it up and I started reading it over and over and over. I watched his videos like they were my Bible, over and over every day, just to get and understand, to become part of this framework that he said worked, and I just had to follow it. I stepped in as CEO. In our first year, we increased leads by 1,176%. We doubled our coaching clients multiple years in a row. It's been 11 years now. 80% of companies don't make it past 10 years. Second generation businesses fail every single day. And yet I was able to overcome the near impossible, miraculous thing of stepping in and continuing on his legacy. We've doubled sales. We hit the bestseller list last year with the new edition that I came out with, all because of this framework. And something that Troy Aberley here, Executive Strategy Officer, is here with me. Something that he actually said, and we have indoctrinated ever since, is be a product of your product. So he had come to me and said, we should create a thing where we go through this book every week, 1 hour a week, and not just take the concepts that you're reading, but turn those pages into actual implementation. Troy, can you just share a minute of like what got you to come to me and say, we have to do this?
So many people have come to us and said, I've learned and learned and learned, or I've read, but they've never implemented. They don't fully understand it. And I think that's the problem with mastery, is people think if I read it, that I've got it, but they don't really understand that mastery is about keep practicing it, keep doing it, keep trying it, keep failing at it, have fun with it. But after a while, we'll start to succeed. And if we can do that and study it like a scientist and really make sure that we're applying that to our business, that's what's going to be that repetition that's going to keep working. Come back with feedback to say what's working or not. Most of us don't actually have that ability to do that with anyone. And so to me, what better way than to take that book and be able to study each and every page of it, make sure that you implement it and understand it, and get the same types of results, Amanda, that you were able to prove that you could do it from zero to where you are today. Same as what I did in my own business.
Well, let me introduce him, because he does a terrible job because he's just very humble. So Roy has personally sold. So you hear people that have said, oh, I've sold 10 million or 100 million. Troy has sold $500 million in one-on-one conversations in sales. So he has studied this book for the last, what, like 10 years, right?
13.
13 years. And he took that to be able to sell the $500 million. So you came to us and you were actually in a tough spot. Like we're talking about this recession that's happening for others where the fear and uncertainty is higher than historically than ever before. So what were you experiencing? What were some of the biggest difficulties that were going on in your role?
Well, I was in agriculture equipment sales. And for us, we were going through facing the fact that our 20% budget increase wasn't going to happen. We were faced with just coming out of pandemic with supply chain problems. We had crazy fast inflation and interest rate hikes, staff problems, but we also, most importantly, had no crops. We were faced with drought and hailstorms and a lot of stuff there. So just everything combined was one bad storm.
Oof. So then I know you came into one of our group trainings and every week you worked a bit. And what was it, in 6 weeks, how much were you able to generate?
I was able to generate $8.4 million at 12.8% profit margin.
Oh my God. And the average sales rep sells how much a year?
$8 million total in a year is usually about the average salesperson.
You did it in 6 weeks. That's freaking phenomenal. And then you went on, what did you do right, we get something that works, and then how often do we forget about it and just leave it? Yeah. I hear this over and over and over again for our clients that come in, they get results, and then they go back to their same ways. But you were able to continue to carry that out. What did you do for the next 7 months?
In 7 months, then we got another $42 million in sales.
Awesome. Following the Ultimate Sales Machine framework, right? You did Dream 100, you did Core Story, you led with your stadium pitch, all the things that we're going to talk about in the Ultimate Sales Machine Dojo. And I remember the day when you came to me after all of this excitement, we kept celebrating every marker as you kept growing in sales. And then you coming back to me and saying, hey, I'd like to see this happen for more of your clients. Can I come and join the team? And I just, oh my God, I was beside myself. So I felt so lucky, and I still feel so grateful because you've now come into the business. You're assisting our clients. I mean, I love the financial advisor. That one in 35 days generated a $500,000 deal, which was great. The other manufacturing company that is on track to double their sales too, from 6 to 13. I mean, you're doing amazing stuff with our clientele. So to have this Ultimate Sales Machine Dojo is really just a place for, right, everyone to come together because we're better together, right? And I think that's a superpower of yours. You're so good at connecting the different people on each call and making sure, I mean, in the last dojo is a little bit more for our advanced clients that had worked with us a lot. This is much more tied to every chapter of the Ultimate Sales Machine. But they're getting joint ventures, right? They're making friendships for life. They're buying each other's services and products.
They're truly working together. And I think that's the thing with the dojo. If you think about dojo, it's a place to come and learn, a place then to leave and go and execute and practice and try things out and ask good questions. And for most people, is this another thing? Is this another course, another program? This has none of that. It's just simply a book that not only yourself, Amanda, myself, and so many thousands of clients around the world have relied on. And today, more than ever, we get it. People feel that lack of confidence and excitement. You're scared, you have some fear. This is what you need to do, is practice the most basic things.
But we'll be supplementing with workshops, workbooks, templates, additional stories, additional steps and deliverables so that you can get results. And we are all about getting results as quickly as possible. So between now and the end of day Monday, we have a Black Friday deal where if you pay for the 6 month of the program, you get unlimited seats. Unlimited seats. If you have 5 people, if you have 20 people, if you have 50, if you have 100 people, they all can come for the price of 1. It is shocking. Now, if we think about, if you were to hire me to come and speak for your team on site, that's anywhere between $10,000 to $15,000 for 90 minutes of my time. This is an hour a week, every week for 6 months for only $1,500. That is a freaking steal. And with the Black Friday sale, you get a pair of the Ultimate Sales Machine socks, lucky socks. You know how long I have wanted to have these socks available? It says, I am the Ultimate Sales Machine. I have been wearing them for the last several days. I don't know how to show my foot. I love them. They're 75% cotton because we wanted to make sure that they were good quality. I bet you could win 42% more deals with lucky Ultimate Sales Machine socks, right?
I know so.
So you get a pair of Ultimate Sales Machine socks that go along with that Black Friday deal. Also, with the 6-month, you also get a one-on-one training with you and Troy, the master of sales. You also get a bonus workshop before we start. So we're starting on January 11th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll just do 1 hour a week every week. And you get a money back guarantee. So if after the first 4 sessions, the first month, you say, you know, this really isn't for me, you get your money back, no questions asked. We have no problem. If you're really feeling like, oh, $1,500 even, yes, you can also get it at $295 a month. Also possible. We're trying to make it available to everyone because we know the storm that's about to come. We have data that shows over the last 3 recessions, when we analyzed thousands of businesses, 91% either broke even, lost money, went bankrupt, and only 9% were able to grow during a no-spend economy. We were there in the last recession to help so many thousands of businesses get through that tough time. Let's come together with other pig-headed, disciplined, and determined business leaders, executives, sales reps, marketing managers, customer service reps. All of us come together because we will be better together. That's why we have the Ultimate Sales Machine Dojo at an affordable price. So to get your seat now, just click the button below, sign up, send us your information so you can get your socks, so you can get access, and so you can double your sales in the next 12 months, following the Ultimate Sales Machine framework.
I want people to really understand how important being a part of a dojo for the Ultimate Sales Machine really is. Because I've been like Amanda, I've been like you, I've been like everyone. We have our ups and downs and our moments where things just don't make sense. How are we going to grow our team? How are we going to keep staff morale up? And how are we going to feel good about where we are? You know, when you think about how many people are in places, no matter what type of economy we have, things are happening. The smartest thing I ever did was study this book for an hour. The smartest thing I ever did was be a part of a group and a community of people who did that, because now I am a product of the product and get to help you do this exact same thing. It's not that I'm the expert. It's Amanda and I are going to come together each and every week and make sure that you understand this, that you know it, you executed on it, and that you can inspire the rest of your team to do that. That's going to have a tremendous impact on your business. And that's what's going to make you stand out amongst any storm. It doesn't matter my storm or Amanda's or anyone else's, it's your storm. And when it comes, it'll be so little because you'll be mastering things that just work. And then when things still seem a little bit iffy, you have a community to come back to. So an hour a week will be the smartest investment you can possibly make. I look forward to it. My name's Troy Aberley, and I thank you so much for the opportunity to serve you.
Can't wait to see you there. All you have to do is sign up, click the link, and we'll see you at the dojo.